Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. We got another body cam. Yeah. Y'all been asking for more body cams, man. Y'all said don't stop. We ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep delivering as always, right?
Always.
So, today, we got police make terrifying discovery inside a family shed. I ain't gonna lie, them little sheds that be secluded like this do be making me a little nervous, though.
Do they?
Yeah. You don't never think about that?
I mean, kind of. Well, no. Not before. Not before we really started deep diving into these. I feel like people really do be hiding stuff back there in them sheds, don't they? Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Now, cause I know, that girl, that's what she was kept at. That one girl that was kidnapped, and he ended up having her for a while, and she ended up having a kid, and he ended up having her and the kid back there. Mm-hmm. It was in the shed.
Yeah.
So, man, them little secluded sheds be...
True.
Is it empty or is it got something in there, man? Especially the ones that look a little beat up, man. But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals.
Like it with a thumbs up.
Have you ever been in my mom's shed?
Mm-mm.
Hers a 2-story shed. Got upstairs in it. And in the back. Mm-hmm. I know you see it. You can't help but to see it.
Yeah, I ain't never been in there though.
And then my grandma, she had one. It's about this size. The one my grandma. You ever noticed that one? You don't never go to the backyard at my grandma's house, do you? Mm-mm. Hers about this size. It's like an older joint. But hey, let's hop into it, man. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Sergeant.
I got as far as the doorway. I didn't
go. Yeah, don't go in. This is a murder scene. Decapitation. It's an ugly spot.
Is this some bottles?
Blake said her head is somewhere else in the tub. Okay.
I gotta wait to see. I need to get here.
Okay. Stay right here, Earl. Nobody goes in there.
Deputy Randy Lewis of the Waller County Sheriff's Office had been dispatched to a nightmare of a call. A young woman lays dead and decapitated in a converted shed beside a family residence. One of the family's sons is cuffed and detained in a police car in the yard. The rest of the family separated and trying individually to figure out what happened to their daughter-in-law. Somehow, he's got to begin making sense of this situation. He'd been there just 2 nights before on an ambulance call, one that didn't seem like much of an emergency at the time. Let's step back for a moment and listen in on the 911 call made by 21-year-old Jared Dykus just 2 nights earlier.
Waller County 911.
Yes, this is Jared Dykus.
Hello?
Yes.
Waller County, go ahead.
I did a little bit of drugs and I need help.
Okay, and what's the problem?
I just don't feel well.
Okay, and you said you took drugs?
You called her. What?
No, ma'am. I'm completely sorry. I don't know why I called.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you there by yourself? Is there somebody with you?
Yeah, my family's here with me.
Oh, your family's with you. Okay. Okay, so you don't.
Sugar, Froggy Dykus, everybody's here.
Okay, but do you need an ambulance or no? Are you good?
I need an ambulance.
I got you. Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
21. Okay. Are there any gates or any animals on your property?
There's dogs.
Okay, can y'all put those up?
Yes, ma'am, they're inside.
Okay, I got you. Okay, Jared, I'm going to have the ambulance on the way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
He ain't the brightest in a bunch, is he? making a 911 call to say
Well, when you under
doing
some
drugs.
influence, child, a lot of people ain't too bright.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't too bright for you to say, I've been doing drugs and I need an ambulance.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be the brightest one in the bunch. Like, I don't know.
An ambulance with an EMS crew had been dispatched to the Dykus family home, as well as a police cruiser. As the units are en route to the area, Jared calls 911 again.
Yeah, he on one.
Who are you calling?
Well, County 911, what's the emergency?
Yes, this is Jared.
Hi, Mr. Jared. How can I help you? Yes, sir. We have EMS en route to you. Are you okay? Did something change?
Yes, ma'am. No, I'm not okay.
Okay, what's going on?
I just been drugged yesterday and I don't feel well. And I didn't do any drugs. I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I have EMS en route to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Deputies and EMS workers arrive on the scene just minutes later. At the time, it doesn't seem more than just a normal, routine Sunday night call.
27.
527.
So there's no patient confirmed Matthews yesterday.
Yeah.
That's clear. We'll put that in the...
Day before it's medic 4.
Go ahead.
Hey, stay out on the road. We'll bring them to you. It's really muddy here.
Jared would later be released from the hospital into the care of his father, Rodney Dykus. He seemed to be fine, and there wasn't a medical necessity apparent at that time that would require him to have a longer stay. And for a little over 24 hours, that seemed to be the case. And then, a distraught Rodney Dykus himself would call 911 on the following Tuesday afternoon.
Waller County 911.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Rodney Dykus. I need an ambulance, and please.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know everything, but my son's wife is dead. Please.
Okay.
Please, I'll stay on the phone with
Okay, are you on location right now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I am. Oh, my God.
Okay.
I'm here.
Where is he at?
He's in my house.
Okay, this is your
He's
house.
in their house. They have a building on my property. Oh, my God, please.
Okay, and you said this is who to you now?
She's my daughter-in-law. She's my daughter-in-law. Just,
Okay, it's a female?
yes.
Okay, how old is she? Do you see anything by her, close to her?
I just please send somebody. Oh my God, please hurry. There's something
Is this
wrong
her?
with my
I
son.
guess.
Please hurry.
Okay. I'm getting them in right.
Please.
I'm sorry?
He has no weapons. He's in my house. He's laying on the floor crying. Please
Okay.
hurry.
Okay.
Oh my God, damn it.
Before we begin, we would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the family and loved ones of Angie Diaz Dykus, a young woman and a new wife, taken far too young. The situation was obviously volatile. Rodney decides that he has to get Jared to go outside of the house, away from the other people and any potential weapons. Law enforcement officers and ambulances are speeding to the home on Oak Hollow Boulevard.
Does he have any information?
I have no idea. I'm afraid to ask. I need some help.
Okay, they're en route, sir, okay? Okay, so your son, you said the female's husband, correct? He was in the hospital a couple days ago?
Yes, ma'am. Sunday night.
Okay. And you said he was hearing things?
He said he was hearing things. Not me, him.
Right.
He was.
I wonder, was that his first time ever?
I was thinking that too. Like, yeah, was that his first time ever using?
Because he probably smoked weed. So you don't just jump right into meth. Probably smoked weed. Probably did like Adderall before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was my thoughts as well. Like, was this like his first time of him like doing something, and it just?
Because I doubt, like, how would one get into doing meth? I'm like, all right, typically, yeah, you probably smoke weed before. But how you go from weed to meth?
Yeah.
Like, hey, pop some perks. You know what I'm saying? Adderall. Because typically, I'll say this. Growing up, typically, I like some of the white dudes I used to hang with, they'll do Adderall or something. They'll smoke weed, then go into Adderall. They don't just go into, like, you know what I'm saying? They, like, I ain't gonna hold you, they did do some pills. And I knew this white dude, he used to sell Adderall because he was prescribed his Adderall. So he would just sell his pills. And I was like, bro, you don't think you need to use it? Because he was, like, always...
Yeah.
This is, like, he used to, like... I'm like, dude, like... And he just had a condition, though. And he, like... But he used to scare, like... Cause we used to work together. We were cool, like... But he was just always jittery. And I'm like, that can't be a good thing. And every time he used to re-up on his Adderall, he would go ahead and sell it. And then I know this dude in college, he popped the Adderall. He a black guy. He popped the Adderall. And he needed to do a paper.
Yeah.
But I'm like... I don't never hear the story of how people get into meth. Like the direction and... You know? Because I'm like, some people go from weed to cocaine.
I went to college with some dude that got hooked on meth. But I don't know, like, how he went from being in school to maybe doing weed to, I don't know, any in between to now hooked on.
Because I'm like, how you go from a weed high to a meth high? That's like a big gap in between. Like I'm like, is it a... Because I have never smoked. I never did, like... I might sip. You said what?
I said you haven't done any drugs.
Yeah. So I don't understand like the need for like different levels of highness. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it, but it is what it is.
Sick.
What had happened 2 nights before certainly weighs heavily on the situation. Somehow Jared is kept calm outside until the deputies arrive on the scene. They waste no time in cuffing the young man and securing him in the back of a police vehicle immediately. Deputy Lewis arrives just minutes afterwards.
Where was old redhead?
He was sitting down in the chair right here with his mom.
Did he say anything to you?
He didn't say. I'm a sick person, and I didn't say shit else.
Okay.
Look, thanks. Y'all, I understand this is difficult.
Sorry.
I understand this is difficult.
You want to back off?
Yeah, we're gonna need y'all to be separated right now. Okay, just in case, just until we get everything figured out.
Yes, sir.
You want to ID him?
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Deputy Lewis.
It must be a brother.
I think I've talked to you at the door here a while back about maybe some dogs or something. No, your son's truck. Remember, I come knocking on your door one morning and said, "Hey, you know where that truck's at? Could I get your name, please, ma'am?"
Terry Lynn Schubert.
Deputy Lewis moves on and talks to some of the other law enforcement officers present and to the EMS workers on the scene so he could get a better picture of what had happened.
My involvement is when I walked up, he was walking, the red-headed guy. He asked me, we met about where that tree is. He asked me to put him in his back seat. I walked him over there and did. He didn't say anything, and I didn't say anything.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Deputy Lewis confers with another officer, asking if he has had any dealings with this family before. Apparently, the sons have been frequent points of attention to law enforcement, but never anything serious like this.
I'm just identifying the folks that are here. I've been here. Have you ever been here before?
I was here 48 hours ago.
Okay. I've been here quite a few times.
oh, when he called the ambulance on himself? That's
Yeah.
right.
and I need to go get with Daddy real quick. If you don't mind, just I've asked, and they've been very cooperative. Just that they not go in the house while I'm over there talking to Daddy real quick. And
So no one go in this house or the one that...
Either nobody in this house. Nobody.
Can I at least get my dog, put him on a leash and have him out here? Because they fight. Anyway, they don't have a way to separate them. They're not separated.
You just put him in there.
Yeah, I know, but, I mean...
He didn't think he wouldn't be able to go in the house?
Yeah, honestly.
So you bring him out here, you're going to be able to tie him up where you're going to eat nobody?
Yes, sir. Of course, yeah. Promise.
I'll go in with him.
10 guys with guns here. I'm not going to let my dog run.
Okay.
Thank you.
And now it's time to speak with the father, who is visibly shaken and well known throughout the community.
Look at a small town. Even the way he dressed.
Do you know these folks, Judge? Okay.
Judge? Hold the hell on. We got the judge on the scene?
I sure was like, who
Did he say judge?
Sound like it.
Or just a nickname? Because ain't no way, bro.
What is this wallet? That's Texas, right?
But you know, different counties.
I know, and that's why I be like, because I be knowing, I realized that there are multiple counties, multiple
cities and multiple counties.
Yeah, be the same.
It's the same name.
But I know that there's a Waller, Texas, but I don't know where they at.
Yeah.
Or a county in Texas. So.
Do you know these folks, Judge? Okay.
I'm cool with the judge. No.
He said he's well known in the community. Oh, yeah. Maybe he's like a family friend or something.
This ain't good.
Maybe just get some info.
After gathering some preliminary information, the officers meet to share some information.
Sergeant, I know you didn't want this at the end of the shift.
Sir?
I know you didn't want this at the end of the shift.
Well, I hate it happened.
Yeah.
They said that the deceased lady and old boy that's in the back seat of Dion's car got married last September.
Mm-hmm.
And all they know is her name is Angie. A-N-G-G-Y.
All they know is her name is Aunt. They don't know much about her, and he married her.
Let's say this. Well, my family know much about you.
Not like your aunts and uncles know.
But I'm saying if they can't, you'd be like,
But I would probably.
She'll know your name. She'll know where you from. She won't know your, like I'm saying, that was my mom.
I'm not expecting you to know my parents' name and my date of birth
but
and my
know
favorite
where
color.
You from and all this.
Yeah, I expect for you to at least know my first and last name.
They probably don't know your last name, like your main last name and stuff like that.
Well, that's weird. I think that's weird.
Not really.
Well, I feel like your sister should know it.
Why?
Because it's on my. I never changed my name. It's on my social media.
Why? But she works at Cheppy's or worked at Cheppy's. So if she doesn't have any, I'm thinking.
But if we lived on a family property, they would know. They should know more.
They should know a little bit more. Like, okay, what about this?
I'll say this.
In my situation, maybe not. I don't
because we don't live around them.
In my situation, maybe not. I don't expect for you to know everything, but at least my first and maiden name, what I was before I married your son, just a little information.
And where you from.
And where you from, possibly. Unless they went to the, maybe went somewhere.
They'll know where you from.
No. I'm saying unless they went somewhere else and got married, and they didn't actually have a wedding, and they met her parents and her her family and stuff like that. They probably just went to like the courthouse, wherever, to get married. I don't know, but and she's staying on the property too. So I'm like, y'all don't talk.
Y'all don't get to know each other. Now, let's say for instance, that stuff when we stayed on the property, my mom would know way more about you.
Yeah, we stayed in the back in the shed.
Yeah. They would know way more about you.
Like, yeah, but
my dad would, because we'll always be around. So that's bizarre right there.
We ain't gone in there. Hopefully she's got there's some ID in there, but they could ID her if there's nothing in there. And that's pretty much it. I didn't ask mama or brother a whole lot.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, bye.
I forgot to tell you, Sergeant, when I was just getting Mama's information, and I said, "Oh,
I'm listening. I'm just.
She said, you know, he's been acting funny lately, and he told me it happened this morning.
Really?
The local crime scene unit has now arrived on the scene, and there are some momentary confusions about which building houses the actual crime scene. Rodney Dykus understandably loses his temper and composure. He's a good man, just one pushed beyond what any father should have to go through, and he regains his temper and kindness.
We'd like to ask for your consent to go into the house.
Into my house?
Yes.
No.
Okay, without, we're going to get a search warrant.
JR's right there.
Okay.
What do you need to go into my house for?
Isn't that where the body's at?
No, sir.
No, sir.
It's back house. This
Okay.
is back house. I've got 9 dogs in there.
I apologize. I was told.
No.
I apologize. I
No,
was
you
told
don't
it
have
was
to
in the
talk to
house.
me and start threatening me with goddamn search warrant. That's not needed. It's not necessary.
Sir, I was asking.
But also, yeah, it's too much of a small ass town.
Yeah, I was about to say this is definitely small town mentality. Because what is happening?
And the judge, he's too close.
What's happening?
It's too. Also, I would need to go just to everything on this property. In my mind, we might got some clues inside the home.
Because where's the
And then the body could be in the shed, but there's also a possibility of anything within on this property.
Because is the murder weapon still in the shed, or did he bring it in
But
the house?
also, there could be clues in the main house as well.
Does he still have on the same clothes he had on when he did it this morning? Like, there's a lot of so this everything part of the crime scene at this point.
And why the hell we got 9 dogs?
Yeah, that's a lot of dogs. But yeah, I love dogs, but that's a lot of dogs.
What we need 9 dogs with?
I don't know, but anyway, that's
For your
besides the point.
And I told you no.
And I was going under the impression that the body was inside the house.
All right.
So
are we good?
You tell me, are we good?
I am. I apologize to you.
Can we get your consent to go into the house behind you?
Most definitely can.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's just you can't. I've already been told I can't go in my house, and you're going to go in my house. You're going to have to shoot my goddamn dogs to get in that house, and it's not going to happen.
We're trying to figure out what's going on here.
All right, that's why I'm getting
That's
upset.
all we're doing.
If you want to go in that house, I'll let you in that house, but you've got to send somebody in there with me to secure my dogs. Y'all ain't killing my dogs.
We have no intention of killing your dogs.
That's why I'm getting upset.
So we have no intention of causing any more harm here tonight.
Because they will be trying to,
Okay,
No,
it's a misunderstanding.
There's too many dogs in there, probably.
Probably, yeah.
We're trying to get to the
Some
bottom of
of them
what's going
probably
on here.
are.
All right.
That's all
This
we're trying
is
to
too
do.
small town.
Sir, can I get you the information, please? Rodney?
Before long, Jared would be moved over to the sheriff's department under arrest with a charge of murder hanging over his head. He would wait in custody until roughly 10 p.m. that evening as officers, detectives, and crime scene technicians did their grisly work at the scene. Left in an interview room, paper bags over his hands to protect any evidence that might still be on them. For the first hour of the video, he is seen sleeping on the floor. While it is very late and he is forced to sit in the room for a very long time, that is still an unusual behavior for someone in this situation. He is also seen doing squats and sit-ups, which could be a way to discharge anxiety. An officer comes in with numerous swab kits to obtain DNA and to check for gunpowder residue on his hands and feet. The officer takes photos of the suspect as well to document his physical condition. Oftentimes, there are defensive wounds on perpetrators, and they want that documented. They are checking for scratches, injuries, blood, and any other type of similar evidence. They are also documenting his pupils and requesting a urine sample to check for what substances he may have in his system, as he claims he was doing meth. The suspect is very cooperative and compliant with the officers, and is often seen hanging his head, which can be a sign of remorse or defeat. He was left under guard until 2 detectives could speak with him and begin unwinding a twisted tale of drugs and violence. Advised of his rights, Jared chose to be interviewed by them, but would prove difficult to get him to talk about what had happened, much less why.
Hello, he's here. You cold, hot? How do you feel? It's chilly.
Yeah, I know it'd be cold in the room.
Right. I'm Detective Honey. This is Detective Cole. You are Jared? Can you state your name? What's your name?
Don't know.
So I keep calling you Jared and you don't know?
I used to know. And it was like somebody came in here.
Okay, so it's my understanding you were just in the hospital. Is that right?
Yes, and after that, I started feeling weird.
What were you in the hospital for?
Stomach pain.
Okay, and do you know what hospital did you go to? Okay. Did you go by ambulance or did you go by car?
There was time I went for my stomach, I went with my mom, and then second time we did the reception.
What? Because of the hospital? What was it? Meth, you said? Okay. Is that something you use a lot, or just dabble, or? Okay.
Sorry.
Until recently.
So it was his first time.
When's the last time that you used meth?
No, I did it, I've been up for like 2 weeks.
You've been up for 2 weeks? Okay. And
Did he say he been up for 2 weeks? What he say?
This is...
Cause I thought she asked when was the first time you did it.
I did it, 2 weeks, I've been up for like 2 weeks.
You've been up for 2 weeks? Okay. And when you just went to the hospital, 2 days ago, you said it was for the substance.
Mm-hmm. And after that's when it was there.
Okay. Have you used it again since then? Okay. Meth or something different? Okay. When was the last time that you used it, you remember? You don't remember when it was? Okay. Okay. So that is your mom and dad's house where you live, correct? And what's your wife's name? You don't answer me? Okay. Do you want to tell me what happened?
I think it's important.
Yeah, he's something off.
Something just came in here. I was not doing
Think he a little thorough?
What was it telling you? If something came in there, what was it telling you?
Just drugs.
Okay. Just tell us what you can remember what happened. You're the only one that can fill in the blanks.
Jared seems to be caught somewhere between wanting to explain himself and perhaps not being able to truly process what he did, what he became, and what he lost.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I think as a part of him, I think he has lost who he is as Jared. I don't know, like, from doing the drugs so much, he's starting to become schizophrenic. Start hearing voices, different personalities are starting to show up. Because, you know what I'm saying, he done tapped into a place he ain't never seen before.
Right.
And so he don't even know how to deal with it.
He don't understand what's
Because even when he calling the ambulance, it's like Jared's calling. But something else is taking over, like, nah, we ain't going to the hospital. Like, we gonna deal with, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's like, I'm sorry, I'm good. And then Jared, you know what I'm saying? It's like an in and out situation.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like he I don't know if he understands fully
what happened. Yeah.
And I don't know if he's been able to process it fully, because it's like a part of him wants to feel sorry, but it's like something's keeping him from being very
or not fully understanding what
so
he did.
can't be remorseful
Yeah.
even about it.
Oh, excuse me.
And I wonder, did she even see like him as like there's a threat? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here, we need you to talk us through it. It's not a matter of what happened, it's a matter of how and what your mindset was, what your thought process was, what caused it. Did she make you mad? What happened? Do you not know, or are you just refusing the answer?
You just refuse.
Okay.
What is this?
What is what?
This.
What, the bag on your head? It's just to preserve any potential evidence that may be on them.
He is beginning to crack. The appeals to his humanity.
Has he ever showed any other signs of any mental disorders previously before?
I'm thinking not, only because of the comment his mom made. She said just lately he's been acting different.
But he could have been acting different. That doesn't necessarily mean he hasn't shown any mental. It's just now it's different.
Or lately he's been whatever. Did she say different?
Yeah,
did she use the word different, or she say he's been? Yeah.
Because he could have still been, but that's his normal of him having any type of medical condition. He could have. That's his normality. Like he always grew up.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
I feel you.
But now it's different,
more intense.
Yeah. Because also, why are we still living in the shed in the back? But also, small town, they do things like that. That's not norm in other areas and other places. You know what I'm saying? So, because the only reason why I'm like, why are you staying in the shed? Because the family could possibly wanted you to be closer. You know, so they can keep an eye on you.
I got you.
Humanity seemed to be getting through to him, slowly but surely.
I'm very sorry.
Help us understand. Tell us what occurred for this tragic ending to happen. What happened? What was going on?
Just drugs, and he got stay away from drugs.
I understand that. So you did it, and tell us what happened after you took it.
Drugs just make you go crazy. They make you really silent. Makes you not be able to see straight.
All right. So what did it make you do this morning? Last night?
Here's the deal. There's overwhelming evidence that would convict you at a trial. DNA. I mean, it's not a question that you did it. Right now, and I'm going to be frank, is your one shot to show any kind of remorse and ask for mercy. And I will tell you, the way it looks to juries, when you sit here and you stonewall and you refuse to answer, it's a lack of remorse and a lack of taking ownership. And they don't like that. So they're considering your own well-being in this situation after having murdered your wife. And that's
what other people are really sorry. She didn't deserve that. Nobody ever does. Nobody deserves.
Tell them why you did it.
Saying I'm sorry, but refusing to talk and take ownership of what you did, that's not gonna.
Not at all.
I just lost my way. I lost my way with God.
That's clear. We're not asking for generalities. We're not asking about your personal relationship with God. Obviously, It's a struggle. It's a struggle for everybody. That's not a question. Nobody has a perfect relationship with him. But we're going to ask you one last time what happened. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But your opportunity to have any kind of looking like a good guy of, this is what I did and I'm sorry and I can't believe I did it, that door is closing on you.
Look, I didn't do it.
you can't even keep a straight face, buddy.
Jared seems to break from reality for a minute or two before coming back, and then he opens up.
I'm crazy. I just spoke too long.
So what did she say to make you mad to do that to her? She had to say something. To be that mad to do what you did?
I don't know, something that controlled me.
Okay, so it made you do what?
Something
What did it make you do?
was scared. It was telling me.
Okay.
Telling me
What did it tell you to do?
It would like stop time. Every time I would do something, it would stop.
Okay.
And time would stop. It was like I was being forced. Like I was not in my free will.
Okay, forced to do what?
Forced to just walk, forced to go.
Okay. What did it force you to do to her? What did it force you to do to you? What?
It forced me
To what?
to kill her.
Why? What did it tell you to do to her? Did it tell you how to kill her?
Yes.
So how did you kill her? Tell us how you killed her.
I don't know because it wasn't Jared. It wasn't Jared.
Okay, so it wasn't Jared, it's somebody that was, you think, that caused you to do it. What did it cause you to do to her? You said it caused you to kill her, but tell us how it caused you to kill her. What did you do to her? Okay. Well, what did you not mean to do? What did you do to her?
It wasn't Jared.
What did you do to her? Tell us. Get it out. What did you do? Okay, what did you do? What did I see? Tell me what I saw.
Tell them.
I'm asking you.
That's what it made me do.
It made you cut her head off. And what did you use to do that with? Where did you get the knife from?
It was put in my hand by her.
By her? Was it like something that was already in your house?
Yes.
So tell me what happened then during that time. Was she up when you got home? Was she awake when you got home? Did y'all talk? Do you remember what y'all talked about?
We were just talking normally, and then she turned on the TV. And that's when that started. It made me follow the light.
How long were you home before this happened?
Like,
How long were you home?
I left the right way.
She didn't do anything to cause it. Is that what you're saying? Tell me. I don't know. I'm asking the questions here, trying to figure it out.
Trying to make sense of it.
Did she say anything to you? Was she pleading? Did she tell you, don't do this? Stop. What did she say?
Jared would go on to say that the television broadcast told him in a demonic voice to his wife, and that he did so.
I got home at 5. Turn on the screen. When she turned on the screen, for the past week it was happening. It was like I was being controlled by and it was just like she was telling me to she was telling me to stop. And the TV, when I saw the numbers, it just made me follow.
Continue.
It's like, you know how when you're working, you just it was time me to go and stick it. It took this. I would stop. And it's just crazy. I hope it covers.
She turned the TV on. You saw all this stuff on the TV, and what did you do? Go do that with us. What did it tell you? What did it tell you? Go through it. Finish it up.
You told me. She told me.
No. Oh no.
Okay, so what happened next? Did you follow through with that?
Yeah.
Did you cut her head off while she was still alive?
Wow. Damn, this shit dark.
It's like if I didn't listen, it would make me throw up. It would make me hurt. It would make me hear a lot of noise. It would make me, I won't turn the up with. I'd stop going that way. It was talking to me. Information was just getting in. And I didn't want it. It was coming. It scared me. Now I'm too quiet. A little sounds it scared me.
And finally, the story has rounded itself out. One of drugs and what the killer described as a demonic impulse leading him on. And it is Jared's last admission as to how new he was to using meth that seems revealing.
And how long have you been using? Watch your story.
And Angie had no idea you were using?
In less than 24 hours, he had irrevocably ended one life, ruined his own, and changed forever those of many, many others. After a court-ordered competency hearing, Jared Dicus was found fit to stand trial. He would plead guilty to murder and be sentenced to 40 years in the state penitentiary system in the Tennessee Colony, Texas. He will be eligible for parole in 2043.
You know about Tennessee Colony?
Yeah.
Wow.
In Texas, yeah. Wow.
That sucks.
Rest in peace to her, because that's devastating. That is truly devastating. Wow.
And you can kind of tell he regretted, but he's not all there at the moment. And I'll say this, the more he gets the drugs out of his system, the more he became fit for trial. Because it sounded like he probably went 2.5 weeks of straight meth using.
Yeah.
And he probably used it every day
from the first time he used it. It was like a constant thing.
At the moment he committed the crime, he was not in his right mind. As he sobered up and went to trial and went through testing, he was fit because...
Yeah, he was deemed fit because he no longer has the drugs in his system. So he's aware of...
his surroundings and
what's
everything.
happening. Yeah.
But before when he did the crime, I don't think he was all there. You think 40 years is justified?
That's not for me to... you know how... Yeah, that's not for me to decide. No.
I'm sure her family doesn't
because he was only 21, 43 years?
40 years.
40 years.
Yeah, because I had already looked it up just to verify it was a real case.
40 years. And you know how I am. I'm always like, if that was my loved one.
It happened in 2023.
If that was my loved one, me personally, I'm just like...
40 years not enough.
40 years not enough. And no amount of time is going to bring her back.
And 9 times out of 10, he could be able to parole. Probably, he got 40 years, pled guilty. Probably after 25, he could be able to go for parole. So what's that? I don't know, like right off bat. So what's that? 40? Still 46. That's still a lot of life left if he's able to parole out.
Yeah.
But you see one wrong decision in life and how dramatic of an effect it can have on your life.
Yeah.
His one wrong decision was to start using meth, and once he started using, he could not stop. And you see how...
And other things came with it.
He was trying to fight it bad. Even calling the ambulance, and he's like, like I said, I wonder what made him start using meth. If he just started using, like, what drugs were you doing? Huh?
Well, he said 2.5 weeks from when they had the incident. Yeah.
It was since before the incident.
When they did ask, he said he don't know. Like, where did you, like... It's like me, like, I don't even know anyone to go be like, hey...
Like, also, real spill.
Like, where to go to even get it.
I can go find crack. I can't go find meth.
I can't go find... Who you know?
All I gotta do is go back home and I can find cocaine, crack. One of my stepbrothers used to sell crack.
Okay, well, yeah.
And I told you one of my best friends growing up, his brother sold cocaine.
Yeah.
Like cocaine and crack ain't hard to find.
Yeah.
Meth, hard to find.
For some people. But yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like meth, I don't know. Like, you always hear about people going to jail for meth, but I'm like, how the fuck? Like, where you go to get meth? You know, weed. You can always find somebody who got some weed.
True.
Pills. I can go back home and find somebody who got some pills.
Yeah.
But meth, I do know somebody that's on meth though. So.
But again, rest in peace to...
They call it Angie.
Angie.
Yeah,
rest in peace to Angie.
But hey, man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. That's it.
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Peace.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar.